Welcome to back. In the last class we talked about the switch statements and we practice on switch how to work. Today in today's class we talk about the increment and decrement operators. This double plus is the increment operator and double minus is the decrement operator. We have pre-increment and pre-decrement operator and post-increment and post-decrement operator. Plus plus I, this I is a variable. Plus plus I is a pre-increment operator and minus minus I is a pre-decrement operator. I plus plus post-increment operators and I minus minus post-decrement operators. We say in this picture post-increment, pre-increment, post-decrement and pre-decrement operators. Let's jump to the NetBeans and work on practical. In Java, we have three types of operators: unary operators, binary operators, or ternary operators. Unary operators. A unary operation is an operation with only one operand. Unary operators, those operators which have one operand and which work on one operand, like plus, unary minus, pre-increment, pre-decrement, post-increment and post-decrement. And binary operator, those operators that have the two operands, like I plus b. I and b is a variable. This is binary operator which have two operands I and b. Now we have the variable I. We assign the plus 10. The second I2 is also variable. Data type is integer. We assign it to minus. And I3 is also a unary operators. I3 is also a variable. We increment assign to I3 pre-increment I. Plus plus I means I plus 1. The I is 10 but we plus 1, this is 11. Because what is the difference between these and these? First we plus by 1 and I. We add 1 to I, then print. The I is 10 and we add 1, this is 11. This operator's post-increment operator. Now the I is 11. The I is 11 and we print it. After print statement, the I should be 11. And this operator, first we minus the I. In this statement the I is 10. We add to I and the result is 11. In this statement I is 11. We add 1. After print statement, add by 1. The I is 11 printed. Plus 1 is after print statement. No, the I is 12. When we minus I, the result is 11 because 12 minus 1 is 11. But the I is now also 11. But when is this? The result is 11. I is 11. The 11 is printed. After that minus 1. We run this program. I is 10. I2 is minus 10. This 3 4 is 11 because 1 I want to comment this line I3. Now the I4 is 10. After that plus 1. I4 is 10. After 10 we add plus 1. When and the second is I4 is 11. Print state. I is 10. Print 10. After that add by 1. plus plus. Now the I is now 11 minus I is 11 minus 1 is 10. The result is also correct. After that the I is 10, the 10 is printed. After that minus minus because the I is now. This is the difference between pre-increment and post-increment operators.